There is an invisible yet powerful energy that is critical to achieve success. Although it is often ignored, we see it in action every day and in every area of our lives. If you look around, you will see the impact this force has on your life and the world around you. I've witnessed this power on many occasions, but none like my experience a few years ago. I was on my way to work, driving one of the most beautiful cars I have ever owned. It was a 1986 navy blue two-door Oldsmobile Cutlass. It had all white interior with white leather seats that had a navy blue trim stitched in it. A classic car with very classic car tendencies. I had only owned the car a few short months when it started falling apart on me. First, the automatic windows stopped working. Shortly after, the air conditioning went out. Then the fuel gauge became defective, and then the interior door handle on the passenger side broke. Now, my business partner who rode with me would have to keep his door from closing the entire commute so that he could open it at a red light and get some fresh air. One morning, as we made our way to work, the car began to jerk and make noises that let us know that we were running out of gas. My business partner noticed the gas station not too far ahead, so we had a chance to make it. We were going about 45 miles per hour, but then the car began to slow down. So in the urgency of the moment, my business partner jumped out of the car while it was still moving to help push us to our destination. Now, he may have thought it was a good idea, considering the situation, but there was one element that he did not calculate correctly: the speed in which the car was still moving. Because as soon as his feet touches the concrete, the force knocks him to the ground and then flips him into a forward somersault. Meanwhile, I'm still behind the wheel, watching him roll like a tumbleweed in an old Western movie. We both learned valuable lessons from that event. First, don't jump out of a moving vehicle. But most important, we learned don't underestimate the power of momentum. Dictionary.com defines momentum as the force or speed of movement as of a physical object or a course of events. In physics, momentum is calculated by multiplying mass and velocity. So in other words, how big something is or how fast it's moving. But why is momentum so important? It's because it is easier to move something large if it is in motion. My business partner understood that if he allowed the car to lose momentum, he would have to push harder while gaining less progress. Likewise, without momentum, you work harder, but see fewer results. Think about some of the goals you wanted to accomplish this year in your career, your business, your health, your education, your finances, and your relationships. Are those areas of your life still moving forward with momentum, or have they come to a complete stop? See, in Italian, the singular form for the word momentum is momento, which means moment. When you feel like your dreams are slipping away and you fall short of your goals, the weight of the world feels like it's on your shoulders, but what you do in that moment can determine what happens next. My business partner seized the moment when he jumped out of the car. And to seize the moment, some of you may need to jump out of what's slowing you down. Jump out of that pity party. Jump out of that negative mindset. Jump out of your comfort zone. And jump out of procrastination. See, you don't have to wait till next semester, next quarter, next month, next year. You don't even have to wait till the next day. You just need to decide to jump out and seize the next moment. We understand why it's important to have momentum on our side, but how do we build and maintain momentum? Newton's law of motion states that an object that is at rest will stay at rest unless an external force acts upon it. So if you have no momentum, you need an outside force or an action to occur to begin building momentum. Like a swing on a playground doesn't start swinging on its own. Someone has to push or be swaying back and forth to build motion. So to build momentum, you have to be the external force building motion in that area of your life. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase." Sometimes you have to take your eyes off the finish line so you can get started. Just save that first dollar. Take one class. Make that first phone call. If you could just get one client. Every athlete knows that it takes only one moment to change the entire complexity of a game. The rest of Newton's law says an object that is in motion will stay in motion unless an external force acts upon it. Now, if you've lived long enough, you have discovered that there will always be an outside force that will oppose your momentum. Identify what those things are, but don't spend all of your time focusing on it. Roadblocks become roadkill when you have enough momentum. So once you have it, it's imperative that you increase the intensity and frequency of your actions to maintain it. So don't get hung up talking about your past successes. Do it again. That was a good workout, but do it again. Awesome rehearsal. Do it again. Don't be a one-hit wonder. You've got to keep doing it. When you increase the frequency of your actions, you increase your momentum. Every day, you have to make a conscious effort to do something new or learn something new about your goal. Don't underestimate the power of momentum. The decisions that you choose to make over and over and over again, day in and day out, will build momentum, whether it be positive or negative. You want to change the way things are going? Don't wait till 2016 rolls around. Make a decision to seize the next moment. Then make the commitment to do it again and again and again, and I guarantee you that you will accomplish great things when you have momentum.